Welcome everybody to a 3 versus 3 game of SpellForce 3. In the teal color we have got Friedrich Bunnel playing as the orcs and going for the goblin warlock here. Then we've got in the green color Samakura playing as the humans, going for the wolf guard commander. And then in the orange we've got Night Hunter with the orcs going for the occultist. In the purple, that is Electro Weasel playing the trolls with the chieftain. And in the blue color, we have got Don Hyperion playing as the dark elves with the reaper. Bodge Maps is playing the trolls in the red color and going with the Plaguebringer. Very nice. That's all the players. It should be top versus bottom, so split the map like this with orange, purple and blue on one team and red, teal and green on the other. Should be pretty wild, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna cast this, but I'll try to keep up. Bodge Maps build order is looking pretty good. 2 tree choppers, 2 hunting huts, 1 stonebreaker. The rest will come later, saving the resources so that you can build another sector. For the orcs here, we should have 5 lumber mills and 1 hunting cabin. Yep. For the humans, it's always the same. Stonecutter with 2 woodcutters and 1 hunting cabin. Then this is another base with lumber mills. Actually, very early hunt, so Night Hunter could lean a little bit into early wargs if he wanted to. The second base will be a little bit hard to upgrade for him, however, and I think this could be preventable. Maybe the Wolfguard commander will put a stop to this, but so far it seems to be pretty smoothly upgrading. Ooh, that's getting close. It's not gonna get stuck. And we've got a finished scouting post again for Night Hunter. This is where 9 of the wood was actually pre-allocated, so all is well. Now purple trolls here. Electro Weasel is heading over towards the orcs, so could be causing a little bit of trouble here with the Smasher and the Chieftain. The Lumber Mill certainly isn't a tanky building for the orcs, only at 1200 hit points, not particularly high. Goat is going to be chasing the Wolfguard commander. Samakura going in at only level 1. Actually skipped all the creeps in order to get here quickly. That's going to be a problem because she'll simply run out of focus and have to leave at that point. Also, it means that there's not a lot of gold, so can't buy a lot of totems and whatever. Potions. Only have money for 1 potion or totem actually, so that's not that great. We'll be picking off quite a handful of workers though. So far, 3 of them have been killed, I think. I'm not sure if Night Hunter is actually getting the worker HP upgrade. Not sure it's worth it. I mean, it's a level 1 hero, so should be able to just take it. Warg Rider has been killed, so that is again good news for the Wolfguard commander. Dodges the blood application, but over here meanwhile got a little bit of creeping action from 2 of the players. And it looks like Friedrich Bunnel is actually not on the team with the trolls. I was mistaken. It's a funny layout. So, who is their ally? This is really strange. Everything's all over the place. Wait, is this a free-for-all? Oh my god, it's a free-for-all. Isn't it? Wait a second. I thought it's a 3v3. Am I confused here? To be fair, I've seen fighting as well between blue and red, so what could it mean? These 2 are gonna fight as well? Okay, it's a free-for-all, I guess. There we have it. There's gonna be some teleportation back. The Goblin Warlock is not particularly good at taking flag fights, but we'll be able to start this one up. But there are 2 infantrymen as well as the Wolfguard commander here to thwart the progress. That infantryman is actually not going to die as the poison has expired. The other one is gonna be weakened heavily, but not actually killed. Wolfguard commander trying to take this flag down, but I think it should upgrade just fine. Burbs are getting picked off by the town center. Pretty strong arrows coming out of this thing. So Wolfguard Commander should be able to just about deny this. Oh my goodness, no spin to win available. And no winning, therefore. Okay, it's absolutely free for all. I am sorry for the incorrect intro. I was pretty sure like that's what the replay name said when the one I was sent off, but let's not get too hung up on this anyway. Everyone is on level 1 or 2 still, except like this one occultist who's on level 3. Yeah, even Friedrich Bandel's Goblin is still level 2. There's a lot still to work on in terms of creeps, but like he doesn't want to quite fight the bears yet. The Goblin Warlock would be one of the worst options as well to fight the Wyvern early. This is mostly by splash damage, so harassing workers and then picking off these baddies would be a pretty good time though. A nice one. Even if that had been Bell, the poison would have killed it. Reaper reaches level 3, so we can start taking a look at these at the skills that everybody has. Goblin Warlock has Chain Lightning, Life Bloom, Totem of Sparks, Deep Waters, and Arcane Force. How are the potions there, by the way? Wolfguard Commander has Fatal Blow, Whirlwind, and Deep Waters. That's it. That's just level 1. Night Hunter has Brute Force, Blood Sacrifice, Nullify, Demonic Pact, Blood Harvest. Blood Harvest is a rare thing to see. We got Death Resilience and Blood Confluence. Electro Vessel on the Chieftain has got Throw Junk, Slam, Come Here, and a little bit of health. Also pick up junk, so that's the shield that you can see. On Hyperion has got the standard kit. Hoard Souls, Reanimate Souls, Corruption, Void Arrows, Arcane Force, and Double Deep Waters. And I think that's it. That's all we got. Barge Maps, I guess. We haven't gone through him. He's at level 2 as well, so he just got Plague Disease, Feast on Disease, Plague Bolt, 1 Deep Waters, and 1 Brute Force. Back to the free spectating mode. Oh, there's a lot of action going on actually right now. 3 fights at the same time. Trying to cover it the best I can. Chat must be going crazy in this game. Unfortunately, you can't see it in the replay. But I bet people are building a little bit of alliances and whatever. Level 3 is unlocked by Friedrich Bundle over there. The Wargrider count is rising. I'm sure once he's tier 2, which he is now, the Blood Forge will be like one of the first things he'll want to take care of. Friedrich Bundle immediately clicking that in. But it's going to cost 15 iron. And he just doesn't have the iron yet. He's going to get around to it later. But he has to put a worker in that building though. Good thing for the wargs to do pierce damage, because that's gonna help a lot with the bears. That should take it down pretty quick. You know, the Reaper has been farming this Wyvern for a while now with, I assume, just a frontier post, as well as some undead. Ooh, the spiders are gonna take a beating on its last breath. Reaches level 5 on the Reaper though, so it's well worth it. Let's take a look. Don Hyperion is like the last player in the list, so here I go skipping through everything. 250 health from that revitalizing ring once equipped. Please equip it. We got Blood Shower unlocked as well as Kiss of Nor, and that's weird. Reanimate Souls level 2. So he's gonna have a maximum limit of 10 now. You don't really see that so often. Got very little production of infiltrators. He's just going for another one. Humans are also working on a Wyvern. Jokes have finished it up. As for the orcs, so we're getting quite the serious frame drops on this one. Oh man. Hopefully we can keep the game smoothish. But there's a lot of players in this game. So at some point I might have to pause and edit the video. Taking down the graphic settings or something. Or you guys just suffer through the low FPS. Oh god. Maybe for these kind of games, I do need the PC upgrade that I was talking about in another video. Oh man. Scrapper kills would be absolutely fantastic for Night Hunter. I bet he's really enjoying the new Warg Riders. But then again, so are most of the orcs. I mean, their food income is just insanely good. Can't even spend it. Look at this. That could be a whole lot more wargs. So they'll be just poking away at this. Nice takedown. And that means Galactic will be reaching level 5 on this hero, and he's summoning in the big boy. Here comes the Warlock's Bound Inferno Golem. He's got himself Chain Lightning level 2 as well. So that's definitely worth a pickup at level 5 at this point. Doing 168 damage to 8 targets. Very nice. So Samakura will be also reaching level 6, I think, here. Oh, just barely level 6. Very nice. Got a Revitalizing Ring and a Shielding Amulet, so that's a very nice combo. We'll be able to pick up Earth Shatter as well, and something else. There's a lot of unspent points there. Night Hunter has destroyed the trolls in the north. Electro Weasel has given up. Oh man, that is brutal. I've completely missed it. Yeah, Electro Weasel has been defeated. Don Hyperion here with 34 Tarantulas. And the border fortress is coming in the center. So this is going to give a ton of access to iron. And meanwhile, the Dark Elves can just go for blood showers and whatever. Stonebreaker getting attacked. Taken down. Very nice. This is a very low tier army, but like the Vorks are actually surprisingly strong. You just it's basically like having hunters at this point, right? 2 of these are about as costly as a hunter in terms of food, and they end up having better stats. They just take a lot more space, so you have to get on top of people, and they're a lot more susceptible to splash damage due to their low resists. But the flat HP is pretty good. So there is that. Border Fortress under attack. Dark Elves have retreated back for whatever reason. I don't know why they didn't just keep fighting the humans. Did this used to be a Dark Elf base? I already forgot. But it looks like Barge Maps is completely circled in. And Galactic is doing what he can to take him down. Heart of the Tribe will be under attack probably quite soon. And he's piling on top of the Smashers with all of these Warg Riders. Man, the Trolls are going to have a tough time. At level 5 is reached for the Plaguebringer, so maybe that might be the salvation of that base. Level 5 reach for the Occultists as well, though. Bleeding these Dark Elven units, and there are Ravagers. This is the Night Hunter's bread and butter, with the butter being the Warg Rider and the Ravager being the tankier bread. Bread is tanky, you heard it here first. Okay, good stuff. Galactic just gonna take it easy. He is Friedrich Bundle after all. And he's supposed to be killed in the Mage Wars, but that seems to be not happening in his games. Way too powerful, this man. Okay, the humans are starting to grow pretty big. Samakura is really getting somewhere here. Establishing all these bases is very nice stuff. Getting the infantryman upgrades. Overall, very good moves. Very good moves. Starting to also build up on the iron count. And once that really gets going, humans can consider tier 3. But only really pumping out the food units. And Night Hunter has chilled out as well. Just focusing on upgrading these bases. Let's see what kind of upgrades he's got. So Bloodforge is working pretty hard, getting the Warg Rider upgrade soon probably. Let's find out where Bundle is, because he's fighting right now. So it's gonna be 32 scoundrels here sieging this. The human is trying to hold. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And they're trying hard. Very good Earth Shatter. Getting rid of the majority of this. Frontier Outpost isn't going to be able to hold, however, this Bound Inferno Golem just a little bit too strong. 2,000 hit points is a lot. Not easy to take this guy down, especially with all these beefed up Warg Riders that have their resistances increased, they have their attacks increased. Like, this is attack level 2 done. And I'm sure Galactic will at some point get the other armor upgrades as well. Finally, the Hunters are getting added to this army. And while the Infantrymen have been fully upgraded now, I don't think they can hold against this. Very nice Earth Shatter though, and maybe the hero can at least get taken down, especially if the base helps with the shooting. But I think it's right now. Nothing started in the Inferno Golem. Looks like easy Warg Rider pickoffs are the focus for now. Ooh, but the Chain Lightning hitting 8 infantrymen. And then there's the Totem of Sparks as well. Yikes. Chain Lightning is doing so much work. The human Wolfguard commander is toast as well. Friedrich Bano has really established himself. He should just keep fighting, honestly, and take down as many of those Arbalists as possible. Chain Lightning just absolutely annihilated them. And he's not done. Going for the base next. It can't out-repair all this. But Night Hunter is striking the border fortress down. There are a bunch of sleepers to try to stop him. Looks like our Dark Elves are gonna get wrecked in the end. The Warg Riders are excellent at chasing, so you don't even need to actually spec into Nullify. That pull is not gonna be important, seeing as you can just chase. Yeah, Galactic is growing super big over here with his Orc army. And the Trolls are just kind of left to their devices. They don't have a whole lot they can do at this point. Sharp Eye of the Tribe is nice, but Washreps doesn't have a lot of resources and thus can't build a big army. Orcs have taken this over. There's a lot of wood to be gained in this place, for sure. And tier 3 is coming in for the Orcs, understandable. There's a lot of bases for them. So you might as well do that. Reapers coming back. Dark Elves are in tier 3 themselves. And we're gonna see the first of the Striders out. Man, I've not seen Striders in a while, I gotta say. Cleaning up house. The Samakura has been completely reset to nothingness. Can't really do much with tier 3 right now, as there's not a whole lot of iron around here. I mean, the problem is being on 3 bases more than the lack of iron, really. So I'm not sure how they can recover there. Ooh, Galactic actually attacking into Night Hunter? I don't know about that. But I guess they might have built up an alliance. Maybe Night Hunter's gonna hit 2 bases at the same time. Doesn't look like he's got anything to do that with. So this is the biggest fight right now. And ooh, that totem is perfectly placed in the middle there, hitting all these scoundrel and all that. Occultist is gonna get absolutely wrecked. Oh, the damage over time killed it. Yeah, he got in way too deep into the Hunters, into the Warg Riders and all that. Goblin Warlock is still alive and kicking. And Galactic is just enjoying picking off these reinforcements. There's a lot of kills he's getting here. He can get back right into the fight now. Just killed like 7 extra units. Really good time to do it now. To just go into that fortified outpost and destroy it. He's got a bunch of brutes. It's gonna be fine. Going for the Blood Forge as well. Oh, if he can cancel a fight for the Cal too, that's actually huge. He just canceled the Night Hunter upgrades for the armory. Oh my goodness, look at these brutes, so highly upgraded, so much better than the Ravagers, especially at dealing damage to bases. Not even one of them is gonna die, and we've got a replacement golem as well. So that can keep going for a lot longer. It was already on like half hit points. Very good decision. Galactic is gonna teleport out of here. It looks like Samakura is just doing a little bit of extra annoyance to Night Hunter. Meanwhile, the Dark Elves have grown a bit. They've got a few Striders now. I do wonder if they can apply bleeding. See if the upgrade is done. Doesn't look like it. Oh, Galactic is going for the finishing move at Barge Maps. He doesn't want to let him grow too big. So just once again killing his units should do the trick. I'm not sure he actually needs to take him out of the game right now. Also, there's always the risk of Night Hunter just backstabbing him. So you bet right now that Barge Maps is begging the others to make something happen, as Galactic is at his doorstep and will be taking over the last remaining bases he's had. He's got to grow way too big for everyone else to manage. Only Night Hunter really has a chance, and maybe Don Hyperion with the Dark Elves if he is left to his own devices for like 2-3 more minutes. Once he gets out the Strider Sleeper army, that's going to be terrifying for sure. It looks like Barge Maps is dead, however. There's no one coming to save him. And Galactic is showing absolutely no mercy, just taking him down. Goodbye, Barge Maps. Well played. Better luck next time. Night Hunter and Samakura are going to be engaging in a battle. This is going to be pretty one-sided though. I mean, it's nice to see all those champions, but there's just a lot of other stuff behind this. There's an occultist who can take the beating and do overall a lot of damage to them, as they don't have any magic resists. Ravagers are kind of pushing them around anyway as it is. And yeah, humans know that this is trouble, and they are getting out. Killed a lot of the Scoundrel though, so I don't think that was too bad. And this is the base that they've taken over from the Orcs, so all the resources of the Orc buildings have been picked up. So pretty good in the end. Samakura has gained a little bit from this, but just a little bit, sadly. Okay, the Dark Elves and Friedrich Bundle are gonna engage here. I don't like this for Don Hyperion too much. There's too many Hunters, too much DPS, and the Bound Inferno Golem will be tanking like a Giga Chad. He's got 40% pierce resist and magic resist, so I don't think he cares too much about all this. Hunters have done what they could to thin out the army, but actually attacking the border fortress might be a huge mistake for Friedrich Bundle here. Definitely should focus down the Striders first and then go after what's remaining. But there's so many Striders, and the border fortress repair rate is just so good that this is not easily going to happen with just Hunters for the core of the army. I would not say that this is a reasonable fight to go into anymore. Maybe if he completely maxed out Friedrich Bundle only at 120 feet population fighting against a similar sized army. And yeah, you can see how quickly the Striders are making short work of this. I'm curious what else the Dark Elves have, because they have excellent late game scaling. So we've got 4 Halls of Pain only and 1 Spire of Souls. That's not a whole lot. It means that many of the upgrades haven't been done. But there's a lot of souls to harvest here. That's for sure. And if they can get just a little bit bigger than this, that would go a long way as well. It would be very nice to see some Echo units. Gotta be really careful not to click that quit button when somebody is defeated. That might be something to look into. The War Trolls are here, however, for Friedrich Bundle, and I believe they've got almost all their upgrades. One more should be okay to get at some point. He's getting them. Fight for the Cow, level 3 and Zarek Steel, level 3 are coming in. Humans are having a huge fight right now with the Orcs of Night Hunter right now. Samakura once again forced to retreat into the safety of the border fortress. There are 3 catapults which are causing a lot of fire damage in the back there though. Oh, look at those goblins just melt. They can't pass through. The choke point abuse is seriously great. Meanwhile, the champions are just blocking the front lines, and they're going to be doing some extra cleave damage whenever they can attack. Hero will be taken down, and Night Hunter better run, because this is not your spot. At least he's trying to save what he can. Dark Elves have had enough of Friedrich Bannel. They're now going to the middle, probably looking to take back this base that Night Hunters claimed, but that's going to be a border fortress, so you know, as good as Striders are, they don't have a lot of damage against buildings. They can certainly take it down though. Anyways, looks like the War Trolls are in, and we've got a pretty even fight between Samakura and Night Hunter at similar populations right now. War Trolls are scary, but the more champions are getting added to this, the better it's starting to look for the humans. But I wouldn't say they should melee attack into the fortified outpost. That should be a catapult job only. Catapults, by the way, do still major damage against War Trolls. They only have 50% siege resist. These things do 300 damage, so yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, Dark Elves do take this over in the end. There's a ton of spiders and sleepers helping out the Striders to do damage against buildings. Yeah, they immediately upgrade this. Almost everything's a border fortress as well. Yeah, Don Hyperion is gonna need iron, so there's definitely some. Oh god. Okay, never mind. He's sorted it out. He sorted it out. Also going after Galactic. Oh, what just happened? Samakura got taken down. What? I did not realize that, and I bet Samakura didn't in time either, because some of the army was like here attacking, right? And then getting sandwiched in by Friedrich Bannel definitely is not comfy. That's a lot of War Trolls all of a sudden, and now they're fully upgraded for sure. So they're gonna be taking on the Dark Elves very soon. Bear in mind the Dark Elves still don't have anything flying, so it's gonna be tough for them to get a good angle. And yeah, no echo units, very few magic damage dealing units. That Reaper gets just thrown about and destroyed in the end by the War Trolls. Now, the Striders are doing a ton of work though. They are not applying the bleeding to them, but the Sleepers are. Which means that they only do 175 damage rather than the maximum 250 that they would do if the enemies here were bleeding. Looks like the Inferno Golem has been made angrier. But with that many War Trolls, I would say it's pretty easy to take that down for Friedrich Bannel. That's gonna secure him this level 10. And pick up a ton of items. Oh, this is awesome, dude. You never get to see that, but War Trolls are so good at this. Oh my god. Gets an ability cooldown reduction. Actually, he's still on the green items. So Friedrich Bannel, I really hope he'll go back home and get some better items or something. And they're probably not gonna fight with the Dark Elves anytime soon. Like this. Dark Elven army is starting to get a little bit crazy. The emissaries are getting added in. Don Hyperion now getting the aim for the wounds. That's gonna apply the bleeding whenever the Striders attack something. There's 2 Dark Temples. Dark Elf late game has begun. And everybody should fear it because it's endless. Like the Echo units, they're just gonna keep going. Especially against trolls. Sorry, orcs. Yeah, they're gonna have to leave here. This is way too much stuff. Oh, they're gonna hit the main, but there is like a... Okay, there's a Godstone here. Dark Elves should be able to protect themselves. Don Hyperion can teleport if needed. Yeah, they should totally teleport on this. I'd be worried about the damage of the War Trolls though. But they should be worried about all these Striders as well. So that's gonna be going pretty wild. The melee resist of Striders is almost nothing though. And it does look like Don Hyperion's population is dropping rapidly, but so is that of Friedrich Bannel. Let's see if he can keep this Reaper down. It's really a big part of the equation. They're staying very, very even in the population counts overall, and I think too many Vortrolls are falling that maybe won't be able to actually go into the main. But if... Oh, is he gonna actually just try it? Nice chain lightnings weakening the units. But the bleeding is being applied, and you can see how much of a difference that makes. There's a Basilisk at home, helping to defend here. And with some very nice arcing micro full surround from Don Hyperion, he's gonna make it happen. There's a huge soul harvest waiting for him, but he's under attack at the same time by another orc army. They just keep coming. I think they have a ton of resources left overall. Next up, they're gonna try to go for the offensive again. The harvesters are not that healthy. And, oh, the plague beetles getting added. What? I'm a little bit surprised by that. They're not that good at this endgame phase. Very low HP units. And you've got better options in the emissary. It takes away iron from the striders. Very nice chain lightning again. But yeah, the orcs are going to take this back, and Don Hyperion will have to protect himself. It's freeway now. And I'm afraid for Don Hyperion, he's got the smallest slice of the map, with the orc counterparts benefiting hugely from all these sectors. Black ash in a lot of spots available, tons of iron still left. They can keep doing this all day. And right now, with Don Hyperion being sandwiched in like he is, this might end up being a split map orc mirror at the end of things. We'll see how that goes. They might be coordinating in the chat. Like, as soon as Night Hunter sees that the Dark Elves are coming up here, they don't want to deal with that endless Dark Elf echo game, right? Like, because all you're gonna have against it is wargs. Was really like the hour-long mark. After an hour, all the tech resources have run out. Most of the wood will have run out. And all you got is wargs. So very difficult to siege with that, especially into Dark Elves. But for now, adding a bit of shamans to the army. That's going to help a lot with splash damages. Well, Hyperion is adding back a little bit of infiltrators. And we got a bunch of balls of steel, but unfortunately for them, they don't have the knockdown ability yet. Oh, that was a tribe totem. Where are the tribe totems? There are two in the back here. So they can throw meteors from a distance. That's gonna be awesome. Might get the oiled thing as well. So there's oil strike, there's a stasis thing from the totem towers. So you can lock down enemies, then you oil them up, then you ignite them with the meteor and do massive damage. That could be very nice to clean up this Dark Elf army. But right now everybody's shitting a little bit. Oh, we're gonna have Titans again. Tainted Obelisks are working at it, and Friedrich Bano has almost all the resources available. Just needing a little bit of iron. Now let's see how these balls of steel do. For now they're getting pulled back. I really like the two basilisks here. Like, they're just enough to deter a small count of Vortrolls. You would want many of them to really counteract this, and they're only going to cost food, right? And a little bit of echo, but there's plenty of echo. Whee! That's just from 2 harvesters. This is going to be processed forever. It would be ideal to have more than that, so that you can spread out the processing a bit. Harvesters are still not upgraded, but there's not a lot of echo for Don Hyperion, so understandable. We got a ton of meteor strikes, but yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot as it gets dodged. The hero will die. Cultist is going down, and the Basilisks are doing what they can, doing 200 damage each attack. Oh, actually, these guys have got 50 resist. Now, never mind. But they got reduced, so it's really nice to have the Reaper around for all that armor weakening. Oh, look at this! The Titan's out. The Flash Colossus can give these War Trolls a whole lot of extra speed. So I think he's about to clump up and do that. Oh, here it is! Here it is! Can double their attack speeds. Oh my goodness. And the movement speed. The Citadel never really had a chance. I'm not even sure if Don Hyperion is looking at this. His Citadel is just gonna get absolutely freaking deleted. Goodbye. So that leaves Galactic and Night Hunter, and they have essentially split the map. Seeing this entire army explode in front of him, Night Hunter knows that he's probably next. As he currently does not have an army. A lot of it is in production. A lot of it is Scoundrel. Sorry, not Scoundrel, but Pesterer. And that's just not as good as what he would need. So, definitely, Friedrich Bundle has the opportunity here to teleport around and make something happen. Claiming the middle would be a pretty big play, as there's not much going on in these sectors. There's a lot of resources to pick up from what has been left behind, though. So I guess that's what he's doing. Look at Friedrich Bundle's resources right now, just climbing up, climbing up. Mostly wood, though, from these Dark Elven destroyed stuff. A little bit of stone. And okay, we've got teleport to the middle. Night Hunter currently chilling. Doesn't actually own a Titan, I think. And I'm not even sure he's trying to make one. Like, he doesn't quite have the resources for that. There's a border fortress here, but he's super far away, so might have to teleport. Where's his hero anyway? It's in the clump, so Makotis is here for a quick teleport if needed. But I'm not sure you want to teleport into this. Not in melee. Took them 2 hits to take out the border fortress, basically. So Friedrich Bundle here is more than happy to just keep going. Grab the clan standard, upgrade it. Why not? There's a lot of resources here. Friedrich Bundle building up a massive mighty bank. And they can just plow through base after base after base. I don't think Night Hunter can really stop it. Unless he can max out and trade away with a remax being possible. But Friedrich Bundle can remax. He's got a Titan. This is not simple. Might just sprint for it. Oh. Okay, so Night Hunter's gonna defend the Grand Karak. But that means he's gonna lose at least 3 of the bases. Depending on when Friedrich Bundle decides to go for it. He could just clean up half the map while Night Hunter is waiting, right? A lot of resources to be gained here. Okay, that was a nice little fire strike. But it doesn't do that much damage against War Trolls. You would have to ignite them. What is this army? It's terrifying, is what it is. I hope there's gonna be some oil strikes as well from Friedrich Bundle here. Now let's see this final fight. Very nicely placed fire strikes, but there's no oil strikes, I'm afraid. I guess the Scoundrel are applying it to a degree. Let's see that Flash Colossus do a slap and speed up everybody. It's done already, so they are currently going at double attack speed here. The War Trolls have cleaned up almost everything already. Night Hunter down to 140 population and dropping rapidly as the Scoundrel are getting murder sauced. Now Friedrich Bundle has got still a lot remaining here. And that should be, I think, enough to actually take the game, but a lot of reinforcements are coming in. Shamans. Mostly Shamans, a little bit of War Trolls. Titan might have the ability ready again, or still. Oh, they are still going, man. They are still going. The War Trolls are absolutely slapping this base. Night Hunter's doing what he can to target down the War Trolls, but it's just not gonna be enough. And Friedrich Bundle is gonna be victorious in the 6-player free-for-all that I for some reason believe to be a team game. How embarrassing. congrats to Friedrich Pano. Got a very shiny profile picture with that Phoenix. Now guys, if you've enjoyed this, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe and bell button. That really helps out more than you would know. And send me games like this if you have any. Do so in the Discord, links in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.